Good morning, everyone. So, today session, just we are going to discuss about the book back exercise of the lesson acid, bases, and salts. I hope you are all clear with this concepts: what is acid, what is base, and what is salts and all. So, before getting into this book back exercise, go through the content once again, that is read the lesson thoroughly, so that it will be easy for you to understand the answers and the questions for that book back exercise. Okay, so I hope we can start. Okay, the first question, state differences between acids and bases. So generally acids and bases are just opposite to each other. They have different properties. So here we are going to say the acids and bases in a form of tabular column. So what acids, first property about the taste: acids sour in taste, bases are bitter in taste. Second one, nature, that is texture. Acids not soapy in touch, that is if you touch the acid, you couldn't find any soapy touch and all, but bases, they are soapy in touch. And with indicators, if you use blue litmus indicator, acid turns into red. Likewise, in bases, no color change. If you use same blue litmus paper, but you couldn't find any change of the color, so no color change will be observed in bases. Instead of blue litmus paper, if you take a red litmus paper and dip it in the acid solution, no color change will be observed. But red litmus paper in basic solution, blue color, it turns the color into blue. Okay, and with turmeric indicator, in acid no color change, but in bases dark red color will be observed. Just go through the video. If you have any doubt, just go through the part 2 and part 3 videos, so that you can, because in that videos only we discuss about the litmus paper test and turmeric test. Okay, so go through the video again and then you can write. So these are the differences between the acids and bases. Okay, question number 2. Ammonia is found in my household products such as window cleaners. It turns red litmus blue. What is its nature? Okay, so in window cleaner, that is cleaning the window, so we will use some liquids and all. No, in that one of the ingredient here given is ammonia, and that ammonia, that window cleaners turns red litmus blue. So what is its nature? So which paper turns red litmus blue? Sorry, it is a red litmus paper and it was what color it has been changed? Blue. Okay, so which substance, whether acidic substance or basic substance, which substance will change the red litmus into blue? So now only we discussed, it turns with red litmus paper, it turns blue. So if you use red litmus paper, it turns blue. Which one? Bases. So answer, basic solution turns red litmus blue. So ammonia is a basic solution, it is a basic substance, and it is we can find in window cleaners. Okay, question number 3. Name the source from which litmus solution is obtained. What is the use of this solution? So litmus is one of the natural indicator. It is, isn't it? So it is a natural dye, and where we are obtained, as where the litmus is obtained, we know that litmus is a natural dye obtained from lichens. Lichen is a symbiotic relationship of taking place between between algae and fungi, isn't it? Okay, what is the use of this solution? With the help of this litmus solution, we can check the acidity of the substance. That is, if any of the substance is given, with the help of the litmus, we can say whether it is acidic in nature or basic in nature or neutral in nature. So acidity of the substance is the one of the we can check the acidity of the substance. That is the main use of this litmus paper. So here two different solutions are given and we have used two papers also. So in first one, we change red litmus blue, that is base. If blue litmus turns red, that is acid in nature. Okay. So question number 4. Is the distilled water acidic, basic or neutral? How will you verify it? Okay. First question, what is the question? Distilled water is acidic or basic or neutral solution, and how you will verify it? How will you prove it? Distilled water is neutral in nature. Using litmus test, we can prove that. Okay, if you dip both red litmus and blue litmus in distilled water, it doesn't change its color. Just it will be wet, but it won't change its color. So with the help of litmus paper test, we can easily prove that distilled water is neutral in nature. You can ask why we are doing always with litmus test. We can use turmeric test also, no? Because that is also a natural indicator, you can ask. But litmus paper is commercially available in the market. So in every laboratory, litmus paper strip is easily available. So just you can tear the paper and you can dip it very easily. But turmeric paper, we have to prepare and we have to make them, let it dry, and then we have to cut into strips. So many work is there before doing the test. But here it is easily available in the market. So in laboratory, in our school laboratory also, we are having both red litmus and blue litmus papers separately. So easily you can tear the paper and you can dip, and within a fraction of second you can say the answer. That is, you can find the result of that solution, whether it is acidic, basic or neutral in nature. So always for first question, second question, third question, I have told that all the tests are done with litmus paper because it is easily commercially available. Okay. Next question. Describe the process of neutralization with help of an example. Okay. What is the process of neutralization? That is, how is neutralization is happening, and give an example. That is the question. So first of all, what is neutralization? Neutralization is a relationship between an acid and a base, because when an acid and base mix with each other, both their activity will become neutral. So that process is known as neutralization. During that neutralization, salt will be formed along with the water. So for that example, HCl, hydrochloric acid. HCl means what? Hydrochloric acid plus NaOH. NaOH is sodium hydroxide. HCl is an acid, NaOH is a base. When acid and base react with each other, both their activity will be neutralized. So at that time, what will be formed? Salt. So here NaCl is a salt. Okay, see. So this, when HCl and NaOH reacts with each other, Cl in acid and sodium, Na meaning sodium in base, join together to form NaCl, and remaining this H and this OH join to form H2O. Okay, can you understand? HCl plus NaOH gives NaCl. NaCl, that is Cl from acid, Na from base, join to form NaCl, that is salt, sodium chloride. Along with that, H2O will also be produced. Okay, so this is the best example of neutralization reaction. Okay, next question, it's just statements are given. You have to say whether it is true or false. So mark T if the statement is true and mark F if it is false. Nitric acid turn red litmus blue. It's an acid. Nitric acid is given, and we know that for acid, it's a blue litmus. We have to use blue litmus paper, then only it will change it to red. But here it oppositely given, red litmus blue. Which solution will turn red litmus blue? It's a base solution. So the given statement is false. Second one, sodium hydroxide turns blue litmus red. Is it true? Yes, because sodium hydroxide is a base. Base turns blue litmus red. Okay, so it is, so I'm sorry for this one, because sodium hydroxide is a base, so it's not true, it is false. Sorry for that one. So blue litmus turns red, that is acid only, blue litmus turns red, so it is false. Third one, sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid neutralize each other and form salt and water. Now, this is true because sodium hydroxide is a base, hydrochloric acid is an acid. When base and acid react each other, their activity will be neutralized. So, during this neutralization reaction, salt and water will be formed. So, the given statement is true. Fourth one, indicator is a substance which show different colors in acidic and basic solution. Yes, true. Indicator is a color changing substance and it shows different color change when it react with acid and base. Okay, so the given statement is true. Next, tooth decay is caused by the presence of a base. False. Because tooth decay is due to the bacteria, and bacteria they will produce acid, organic acids. So acid, because of that acid only tooth decay will be formed. So here instead of acid it was base is given. So it is totally false. Okay. Next, question number 7. Dorji has a few bottles of soft drinks in his restaurant. But unfortunately, these are not labeled. He has to serve the drinks on the demand of customers. One customer wants acidic drink, another wants basic, and third one wants neutral drink. How will Dorji decide whether which drink is to be served to whom? That is, in a restaurant, some few bottles of soft drinks are there, but it is not labeled. Some customers, one of the customers is asking acidic soft drink, and another one is asking basic soft drink, and another one is neutral soft drink. So how we will identify? One thing, we can use litmus test. That is, some small quantity of soft drinks were taken separately, and you can dip this litmus solution in that soft drink, and with the help of the litmus test you can do. For example, suppose one bottle is the bottle of soft drink is there, but you don't know whether it is acidic, basic or neutral. First, what you have to do, you have to take some amount of liquid from that bottle in a test tube or whatever it is. Then dip the red litmus paper as well as blue litmus paper and identify the color change. Suppose if it turns blue litmus red, then what it is be? Blue to red. That is, definitely it should be an acid soft drink. Suppose if it turns red litmus blue, then it is a base soft drink. Suppose no, that is both litmus paper is used, even though we doesn't find any color change, then it should be a neutral soft drink. So with the help of the litmus test, that is indicator test, you can find. Otherwise, because they are already it is given they are soft drink, so it is easy to consume. So you can taste itself, we can say, isn't it? Some small quantity, some amount of soft drink we can taste, because we know that acid means it should be what it is, sour in taste, base bitter in taste, neutral no taste. So with the help of taste, because it already given soft drink, anyway they are going to consume, so we can with the help of the taste you can find. Okay. But easy way, red litmus as a question based on this lesson, red litmus indicator test is the best one. Question number 8. Explain why. Some statements are given and you have to say why. What is the reason? Reasons only you are going to say. Okay. First one, an antacid tablet is taken when you suffer from acidity. Why? Because what do you mean by antacid? Antacid is against acid. So acidity meaning what? Excess secretion of hydrochloric acid in stomach. We know that in digestion, stomach is secreting an acid, hydrochloric acid. It has two main functions. One thing, it activates the pepsin so that proteins will be digested. And another thing, suppose if any microorganism is present along with the food, that microorganisms, that is bacteria and all destroyed by this hydrochloric acid. Suppose if there is excess secretion of hydrochloric acid, what happens? Even our inner lining of the stomach gets damaged. Okay, so that we will feel burning sensation and all, hot burns and things. So to stop that one, what we have to do? We have to add because we want to neutralize the acidic effect. So we have to add a base. So that base is antacid, that is against acid. So while taking antacid, why we are taking? To neutralize the acidity. So antacid neutralizes the effect of acid. So that is the answer. Okay. What acid here? Here it will control it, neutralize the effect of what acid? Hydrochloric acid. Okay. Second question, calamine solution is applied on the skin when an ant bites. Why? Because when an ant bite, formic acid will be, the formic acid present in the ant will be injected into our body. Due to that acid, we will feel itchiness, sensation, swollen, pain, everything. So if you apply calamine solution, calamine is a basic substance. So formic acid, calamine basic, so both will neutralize each other. So we will be cured easily. Okay. So formic acid is neutralized by calamine solution. Who is having that formic acid? Ant. And calamine solution is a basic substance. Third one, factory waste is neutralized before disposing it into the water bodies. Why? Because the waste are acidic in nature. If it is without neutralization, if that factory waste or directly enters into the water bodies, the living organisms, aquatic organisms, fishes, water plants, so many organisms will be present, no? They will consume this acidic substances, acidic wastes, and they may also get affected. So for that reason, what they are doing, factory waste will be neutralized before disposed into the water bodies. Okay. Next question. Three liquids are given to you. One is hydrochloric acid, another is sodium hydroxide, and third is a sugar solution. How will you identify them? You have only turmeric indicator. Okay. They have given three different types of substances, and turmeric indicator is given to you. So how you will do? First, what we have to do? Just we have to dip that turmeric indicator into a, we have to take three samples, that is acidic hydrochloric acid separately, sodium hydroxide separately, sugar solution. First dip this indicator in hydrochloric acid. What happened? When the indicator, turmeric indicator is dipped in hydrochloric acid, it never changes its color. It remains yellow as it is. Okay. Next, NaOH. You have to dip this, you have to take another indicator, turmeric indicator strip, and you have to dip it in, just dip it in NaOH solution. Now it turns dark red. So this shows that it's a dark pink. This shows that it is a basic solution. So you can easily identify. Now you have to take another strip, turmeric indicator strip, and you have to dip it in neutral solution. No color change will be observed. Okay. Now base is okay because we get the dark pink color. But acid and base both are colorless. There is no color change is observed. So how you will identify? How will you justify whether which one is acid and which one is neutral solution? So now what we have to do? We have to take the basic solution strip. That is the solution dipped in NaOH. That is, it has turned no dark color, that you have to take it, dark red actually, it was given pink, sorry for that, dark red, that you have to dip in acidic solution because it was dipped in base. Because of that base only the color has been changed. Now you are dipping that base content indicator into acid, so both effect will be neutralized. Now the dark pink again turned into yellow, which means that acid, because of the presence of acid content only, the color has been changed. Okay, so the given solution is what it is? Acid. Suppose if the dark red doesn't change its color, then that solution is the neutral solution. So with the help of turmeric indicator, we can easily find acid, base and neutral solution. Okay. The next question, blue litmus paper is dipped in a solution. It remains blue. What is the nature of the solution? That is, you are having blue litmus paper and you are having one solution, and we are asked to dip it in a solution and it remains blue. What is the nature? Either it should be what? Blue litmus paper. Okay, so it should be base or neutral also, because in neutral also, because neutral both strips doesn't change color, but in base red litmus only change its color, blue remains blue only. So the given is either base or neutral. So when you can differentiate whether it is when you can surely say whether it is a base or a neutral, with the help of red litmus paper, because red litmus paper changed into blue in base solution, but in neutral it never changed. Okay, so with the help of one litmus paper you can't say exactly, because for neutral test you have to use both the litmus paper. Okay, last question. Consider the following statements. Both acids and bases change color of all indicators. Is it true, ma? Whether acids and base change the color of the indicator? For example, you are asked to take turmeric indicator. Okay, and you have to say it dipped in acid solution and base solution, whether both are changing, whether both acid and base change the color of all indicators. No, it won't change the color of all indicators. Only that portion dipped in acid alone will change. Whether all the portions, whether, for example, imagine this picture, it is dipped and only the portion immersed only get changed. Whether all, but this color doesn't change. It remains as it is. Here also pink, here also pink. Blue, blue. Only this portion dipped only changed as blue, isn't it? So here the first statement given is wrong. Second one, if an indicator gives a color change with an acid, it does not give a change with base. Is it true? No, because in China rose we have discussed China rose indicator. Just remember, if you dip it in acidic solution, it turns pink. Sorry, green. I hope so. And if you take check with base, it will change into pink. So two different colors are we are getting. But here they given, it was given if if an indicator gives a color change with acid, it does not give a change with base. Is it true? No, that is totally false. And third, if an indicator changes color with a base, it does not change color with an acid. So the above statement is given, it was a reciprocal to that one. It's a vice versa. So this is also false. Third one, change of color in acid and a base depends on the type of the indicator. This is true. What indicator? Based on that indicator only the substance, the color change will be noticed. For example, if you take litmus paper, it turns acid. If you dip it in acidic solution, it turns blue to red. If you take turmeric indicator and you dip it in acid solution, it never changes its color. If you take China rose indicator, it will turn, when it is dipped in acidic solution, it will turns into green, isn't it? So it may be, it depends. So what type of indicator we are using, only the color will be changed. So this is true. So which of the treatments are correct? So according to this, A, B, C, both three are wrong. Only the D alone correct. So answer is 4. That is only D. Okay. So I hope you understand. If you can't, just go through the video again and recall the videos. If you want, you can check the videos and then you can. So now after that only you can get the clear idea. Okay. All the best. Study thoroughly. Thank you.